Dave Rogers here with Matthias Gelber. How are you, Matthias?
I'm great, Dave. Good to see you. Good to be back in Singapore.
You're in Singapore, and actually you're about to head back to Malaysia. You've got a couple of talks tomorrow. What are your talks about this week?
My talks are about the NEGAWATT revolution.
All right.
And this is all about the energy that you don't use, the energy that you save. It's the most cost-effective. It doesn't cost you anything. It saves you money. And it's the most eco-friendly energy because the energy that we save, the efficiency, means we can reduce pollution because we are reducing the total amount of electricity required, and electricity production, especially when it comes from coal-fired power plants, 1 kilowatt hour is about 800 grams of carbon dioxide that you are responsible for when you're consuming it.
So this new movement you're starting has been going on for how long now?
Just 3 weeks.
3 weeks. And how do people go and find a little bit more about it?
NEGAWATTRevolution.org.
So how do I spell that? Let's give a little spelling for that one.
Nega, N-E-G-A, Watt is W-A-T-T, and then revolution,
Fantastic.
no space, no dots, .org.
So this is absolutely an amazing time for you right now that you've got the NEGAWATT revolution going on, and you've also got a book coming out.
Yeah.
Share us a little bit about your book.
The Green Man's Guide to Green Living and Working.
Fantastic.
Basically, after 10 years of Malaysia, I came to the conclusion I need to step up the game. I haven't been able to mobilize the masses to really make a systemic shift from, us really pushing green living. I've done a lot of talks, I've been at a lot of events, people are excited, but there's very little follow-up action that makes an impact on daily lives in terms of green. I came to the conclusion I need to have a book and I need to have a campaign that everybody can be part of and that cuts through the reservations. The reservations are, I can't make a difference, just me. Green is too expensive and it's too complicated. So we start with a movement that focuses on saving electricity. Save electricity, save money, save the planet. Everybody wins. You get a KPI, a key performance indicator, every month with your electricity bill. Somebody monitors it for you. You can see whether you are improving or not. So it's actually very simple to get involved, and we can start with zero cost options.
This is something that, as people just are maybe meeting you for the first time on this recording, I'd like you to go back a little bit because I've known a little bit of your history, actually a lot of your history. Can you go back and just maybe 5 years or 7 years or 9 years when you really started getting into being the green man?
I mean, then we have to go back to my village where I grew up.
Okay.
That's where I became the green man.
All right.
Because I grew up in a village surrounded by forest in Germany. We used to be on the land. We had our garden. We had our vegetables. We were harvesting a potato field. We were really out there in the Mother Nature natural environment. The potatoes that we were eating all winter were the ones we harvested with our own hands. I even remember my brother and myself with my late dad holding the plow. We were pulling the plow like oxen in the potato field,
Yes.
And so I knew when I was a teenager, one of my main missions in life is to inspire other people to heal the planet. So that's my motto in life. Let's make a living from healing a planet rather than from destroying it.
Fantastic.
So I knew at that time that is my direction to go in the future. So it started then, it progressed. I did a lot of work with businesses, how they can go green. Then when I came to Malaysia, I tried to shift to how can we make individuals green lifestyle, green community action. I started a movement, Eco Warriors Malaysia. I won an award, Greenest Person on the Planet. So step by step, things expanded.
Sure, that was in 2007 or
2008.
2008. Share a little bit about what, again, because there was some startling facts that actually won you that award. I remember your air conditioning bill was zero, your car bill was zero, or 17 ringgit a month. Share a little bit about some of the distinctions that really allowed you to step into the greenest man on the planet.
Yeah, my personal carbon footprint is very low because I don't have a car. My electricity bill in Malaysia has always been 25 to 35 ringgit. My last landlady called me up after 3 months living there. Hey, Matthias, is there something wrong with you? Are you never at home? Because the expats who lived there before, the British guy, he was consuming 350 ringgit and me only 35 ringgit. No car, making my flights carbon neutral. We're supporting a tree planting charity, PATT, plantatreetoday.org in Thailand. Really focusing on keeping my environmental impact low, but at the same time creating an upside for the planet through a green building materials business who actually makes low carbon footprint, high performance building materials that have minimal environmental impact but very high performance properties. Then I'm on the board of a solar cell manufacturing innovation company. So I'm spreading the message, I'm giving a lot of talks. So it's a combination of personal, environmentally friendly lifestyle and at the same time business activities that are all designed to heal the planet.
Fantastic. And I guess as part of your journey about the book, and I love some of the things that you're doing with the book. Maybe you want to share a couple of the real fantastic ideas that you brought into the book, awakening people. Anyone who's going to be able to read your book, feel your book, they're going to notice something a little bit different. What would that be?
Sure. I mean, the book is printed on FSC recycled paper, forestry stewardship. This means that all the pulp that is being used is either coming from sustainable managed plantations, or the majority in this case comes from recycled sources. We will have a carbon footprint analysis done of the book. I will compensate the carbon footprint. I will make it first carbon neutral, and then I'll buy more carbon credits so that each book is a benefit rather than a burden to the planet. We'll use soy ink to print the book. Normally when you print, you have solvent-based ink. You can smell that with a lot of newspapers. It's not so good for the planet, nor so good for your health. So we'll make it as green as possible. I would like to make it the greenest book on the planet.
That's a great motto.
And the usage of the book will as well be to inspire people to reduce their own environmental impact and increase their upside, their positive upside for the planet. Like it starts at home, your house, your family, your life, your community, where you have total control or influence on what can you do, like your electricity bill, your waste minimization, your water consumption, the things you eat, the things you buy. How can you green your whole life? And then your business. Either as an employee, how can you influence your company to go green in your office? How can you, if you run a business, innovate with green products, reduce your water and energy consumption and save money?
That's what we were just going through, some of the content, some of the rich content, some of the appropriate and applicable content from the book. So it's very exciting that you're going to be getting this message out to many, many more people. I'm curious as ways for people to potentially collaborate with you. You've shared a little bit about the book. Maybe they can collaborate with you on a book launch in the next couple of months, or a corporation. What are ways, 2 or 3 ways that people can plug in to the Green Man's revolutions?
Yeah, in Malaysia we are rolling out the NEGAWATT revolution. That is initially focused on colleges, universities, and my model is that we want to crowdfund or sponsor by the university a certain number of books. Then we can run those talks, and those students that sign up to a committed participation in reducing the electricity bill, they should get a book as a reward, but only if they are serious. I want to roll this out at the next stage to companies as well, the NEGAWATT revolution for corporations, because businesses, they can at the same time inspire their employees to focus on their energy bill in their office, in their manufacturing plant. In some big organizations like schools, colleges, hospitals, some of them have bills of over 1 million ringgit or $500,000 US or Sing dollar per month if they are gigantic buildings. So you can even look at adding money to the bottom line and at the same time inspiring your employees to do it at home and to do it in the organization that they are working with. Because usually when you start an initiative that's focused on cost cutting, people don't have a lot of motivation. But if we put it in the bigger context of the challenge that the planet is facing, people's children and grandchildren being threatened by climate change, we have a much bigger agenda, we have a much bigger motivation to really do it for the sake of our grandchildren and the planet, and at the same time help ourselves at home to save money, save the planet, and at our place of work. Everybody wins.
I'm sure everyone who's hearing this is feeling the enthusiasm, is it feeling the energy right now from the Green Man. I guess as I bring this to a close, what would be a way for people to reach out, connect with you, whether it's through Facebook, through email, or through websites? What would be 2 ways that you would love for people to communicate with you there, Matthias?
Sure, you can find me on Facebook, Green Man Matthias Gelber, but the easiest way to connect with me is to look for my website, greenmanspeaks.com. Very simple, greenmanspeaks.com. Drop me a message there. Sign up to my newsletter, become part of my community, join the green revolution for the sake of you and your grandchildren.
And one final message to everyone. I love that you've got fantastic mottos these days. What would be a final message that you'd like to share with everybody?
My message, especially for the friends in Singapore and Malaysia that can speak, and Indonesia that can speak Bahasa, sikit-sikit, lama-lama, jadi bukit. What it means for those who don't understand Bahasa is step by step, over time, more and more, we can grow a mountain. If we all participate, even a small contribution can grow to a big mountain of environmental benefits.
Thank you very much, Matthias. Cheers, kampai.
Thanks,
Good luck
Dave.
with the book.
Cheers, Dave.